Actually, after I became a priest, I was assigned in the mission area. We call it the killing fields, where people are just probably killed, and there are a lot of bad elements. But we started to build just a small house. I work with we call it the poor people, and I worked with the youth. Fortunately, I mean, in time, I was assigned in, we call it a squatters area, beside the river, a big river, one of the big rivers in the Philippines, in the northern part. And it was really a place where poor people stay, they don't have houses, they sleep on the soil. They only have cartoon boxes as their house. And sometimes I go to them, I live with them, I stay, I work with them. That was where I started, and I tried to organize medical outreach programs. From there, I started reaching out to some people that were kind of, generous. They helped me in giving me some money, some used clothing, food, then medicine. Then I started doing regular medical outreach programs, and with that I asked the youth to help me out. So they are my assistants. So they're the ones bringing the medicine and all this stuff, and we enjoy, we sing and so on. There were children that were brought in, some of them were dying. So I had one that was, I think, in 1990 or 1989, where I had this baby boy that was put on a shoebox, and he had some defects in his head, and allegedly there was a bottle of milk placed in his mouth so that he won't cry, and he was buried under the earth. And there was this dog. The dog probably was hungry, so tried to look for food, and lo and behold, when the dog tried to open it up, there was this baby. And the owner of the dog saw that it was a baby. Immediately she tried, but the boy was already with worms or maggots in his head. So she brought this baby boy to the convent of the nuns, but they cannot do anything. And they're from another island. So what happened was, said, oh, there's Father Marcelino, they call me Father Butch is in Cebu, etc., etc. So I was on my way to say Mass, and said, oh, Father, can you help us? We're going back, and the child is dying. So anyway, I said, oh, but I don't have money, I don't have anything. Can you wait? But anyway, here's the key to my room, and my room is just very small. I said, okay, just stay there for a moment. I'll try to ask for money for you to go home, and I'll take care of the child. But when I finished saying Mass, when I came back to the place where I volunteered in the hospital, there was nobody. All I saw was just the little baby boy dying. So immediately after that, I just brought the boy to to the hospital, and I said, okay, we cannot admit this boy. I said, no, but there's no bed. And so no, what I did was, I had a friend. I said, can you give me a blanket? And she said, okay, Father. And so I brought the blanket to the hospital. I got 2 beds. I tied the tip of the blanket on one bed, and I placed another bed, and I tied it there again, and I placed baby. I said, okay, there's bed for the boy. And so he said, there's bed for the boy. I said, okay, he's admitted. And so it all started that way. I said, oh, I'm so grateful that the Lord has given me this chance. And he lived for 17 years. He was not able to talk. He was not able to movement. Every time, that's the reason why I tried to sing, because it was every time I sing to him, that's the time he only responds. His eyes moves and so. That was where I was really very much engrossed with my medical field, and that's the reason why. I volunteered in working in a government hospital. I mean, it's a real, very, it's stinky and so on. I mean, I don't like to put down my government, but somehow that was the reality before. So I tried to work there. And there were a lot of children being aborted, being killed, just placed there in the corner and so on. And I was so helpless at first, but I tried my very best to be there, maybe just simply to pray or just simply to listen to the parents crying or the children dying and so on, until some of the doctors told me, "Oh, Father, you're very much interested with helping the sick people. Why not study medicine?" That was it. That was the point. And I said, okay. So every time I have little time and they bring their books, if there's not much patient, I read books. And believe it or not, despite all the difficulties, I was able to enroll and I became a scholar and I finished my medicine in about 3 years, both pre-med and medicine proper. My home, we don't have beds, so all of us sleep on the floor. So from the eldest until the youngest. And sometimes our food, I would tell you, talking about food, our food is double this one, a fish like this one, and we share. And the moment, that time I was the eldest, so the eldest I have to be responsible. So my mom gets the head of the fish, then he slices the better portion for her husband, for my dad. Then the rest will be sliced into her. Then until the tail part is always mine. Yeah, because I would always remember my mom would always give, okay, this little food for you, this little food for you, this little food for you. Then I'm always the last. Which is also good for me, because knowing that, I begin to understand. In school, in high school, I could show you the school. There's this canal. Sometimes I'm just too hungry, and maybe I could give you this very good example. Sometimes during, we have like 15 minutes or 30 minutes break, and even lunchtime, I could see our maintenance guy. Our maintenance guy is a very poor guy too. And you know what I do? I have some nylon, a line, and I buy like hook, and I go fishing in the canal. And whatever I have, if I get a fish as big as this, then I bring it to the maintenance boy, the maintenance man of the school. Then I said, "Oh, can we grill this?" And I enjoy eating with him that little fish that we have. And because my classmates would say, "Oh, we'll go to the canteen, we'll go to this." I said, "No," because they didn't know that I was also trying to help, because he has no food also for that matter. Maybe that may not be a good experience. It may be a sad experience, but it could also turn out to something good, because it will give you a kind of a lesson, how to be kind, how to be generous, and to understand when people are in difficulty. My dream is to build a village where the young children, the orphans, will be able to see the elderly with respect and help them out if they cannot walk. And the elderlies can also teach them the wisdom and teach them how they lived their lives when they were younger too, so that hopefully it will create a good environment where there is like still a family in there. Yeah.